Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
I only want the strongest to survive.
Destroy the child. Defend the child.
I love Taylor's. He said on the show like a couple months ago that he's using the pull-out method and letting Jesus take the wheel on like the direction his life heads. Which
It really is. Like I've been doing the pull-out method for a while now. It seems to be working, but like that is a grenade that will eventually go off. But that's why, I wear tight compression athletic underwear. I use a space heater even when I'm hot. So
do you put your phone like in there all the time too for the radiation? Like,
well, when I make popcorn, I get a step stool and put my genitals right up against the glass.
Taylor, if you do have a child, that child will be a super child. He will have survived the sperm treatment that you're giving him now. I'm impressed. This is a good
Either
strategy.
that or Down syndrome. I'm rolling the dice.
That gif, I'm retarded, and he opens up
the mirror, yeah.
He turns to me and dude, that makes me laugh every fucking time. I love that. I've got something. It's shit. I ended up copying a link to fucking shoes. Instead of what I actually wanted to do.
What's funny, like the pull-out method is
not effective.
Horrible method. Don't do it.
It's a
kids.
euphemism, right?
My girl full of
and
spermicide.
it sounds sweet enough, right? Like, oh, we do the pull-out method. Oh, okay, yeah, pull out. Like, I get it. But if you were to rephrase it, it's like, I like to come on her tits and face, then it's a whole nother vibe to like, it's a little insight.
See?
No, I think
you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Taylor.
I think the pull-out method is well, I'm about to nut, and then I pull out right before. But the come anywhere else is a strategic method, which allows you 3 to 4 seconds of buffer time, right? Like
you don't have that
danger.
with the pull-out method. No.
Yeah, the pull-out method is like
it's like.
Baby, just so you know, the first pump might have been in there.
That's really funny. See, okay, well then I'm doing a different version of the pull-out method. I'm not doing right up until the cusp. I'm giving myself
you guys are doing. Yeah, you guys are doing choreographed.
You're doing the aim and fire method.
Then you're taking it out. I don't know. You may be going for a cup of tea.
The cock and blow.
Then the cup of tea.
You know, like it's a whole different story.
Just right on their face. Just yeah. So I've talked before about being in Missouri. There's a fuck ton of brown recluse here. Brown recluse.
Is that?
It's a type of spider that is.
To me,
you can't rely on like
a racist American term.
No, yeah, there's a bunch of
I'm like, guys, I don't know. I really don't know.
Is that an Indian guy in the bushes? No, it must be a brown recluse. Yes, he's hiding. No, it's a house spider that is mostly in the Midwest, and there's fuck tons of them around here. Like every house here has some, just depends on how many. And if they bite you, they're incredibly venomous, and they'll cause necrotic flesh eating away.
Yeah,
but like you can get them taken care of. Like all those pictures you see on Google are gonna like. Those are people who got bit by like a whole family of them and were like, I'm fine. And they just let it happen. So I've been putting these sticky traps in my unfinished area in my gym, in my basement, because like you can't kill brown recluse any other way because they don't want you to see them. They don't want to be around you. If you start to walk into a room, they're fucking boom,
they're not called
gone.
The brown social the parties.
Yeah, they're not called the brown socialite. You know, they want to reclusify.
They want to reclusify.
I was starting my workout last night, and I went to a couple different ones, and I was like, oh, because I've got like probably 10 or so put in different areas. I was like, oh, nice. Looks like no bugs on there, no new ones here. Oh, one new one there, but that's a little beetle, like roly-poly kind of thing. Like, looks like, I guess I'm getting most of the big spiders. That's good news. And I go over to this corner one by my hockey area, because I have a hockey net where I shoot street hockey pucks and everything down there. And I went behind the downstairs sink, and on that sticky trap was this.
Wait, we get a picture? Oh, my God.
Holy
shut no
it's coming,
way.
People.
Yeah. And so
way.
Yeah, that was in my fucking.
He's like his whole body.
Alive.
He's playing the snake game on your sticky pad. Like
yeah, he really did. It's like he
about
touched
as
it.
well
And he's
as
like,
I play it.
I don't want to be a little. I want to be all the way stuck. So he did that.
Let me get my whole body on here.
So how long
So-
has it been? Is it possible that he just got there, or could it have been 3 days?
I hadn't checked it since before I went on vacation, but basically, like that photo is like that's a hockey stick in frame. I was like, I used that to pull the trap out, and as I was like pulling it out, like he was playing dead. Like I didn't want to use my hand still though. So as soon as I started pulling the trap with the hockey stick, he wakes up and his head's moving around and he wants to bite something and he's licking his tongue out. And so I just put the hockey stick there to get a picture of him with his mouth open. And there's nothing you can do in this situation. Like
it, huh?
you can't take it off of the sticky pad or
Why?
it'll tear all its skin off.
Really?
And
It's
it'll
that
die
sticky?
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could pull your hand off, right? You wouldn't lose your hand. Why is
no,
the
you
snake?
wouldn't. It's. I mean, it's much smaller and it's different. Like it would, and you can see there like that white stripe near the top of it. Like it had basically like mushed all of its skin into it, and so it was really fucking stuck. And I at the time I didn't know. Somebody tweeted me and said if you put like some kinds of oil on them, it'll sometimes release them, and then you can take it out there. And so I'll try that next time because I didn't want to kill it. Like it's just a harmless garter
snake, right?
Yeah, it's just like a garter snake or a little rat snake. Like it's not venomous. It's not going to hurt you. And so I didn't want to kill an animal. And so I was thinking, I'm like, all right, well, if I chop its head off, it's still going to be suffering and everything because like the head, like a chicken, just like is
you got to destroy the brain.
around. And so I basically took the hockey stick blade and I like lined it up like a guillotine right over its skull and then just rolled the whole thing. Instant death. The whole skull was crushed. And so there is 0% chance that thing suffered at all. So at least I was, PETA approved snake removal.
Jeez. So. I would have smacked it. But you just like fucking crushing walnuts. Like, yeah.
Basically, yeah. Because
leverage, yeah.
I would have gone with the shovel.
Like I may have
you
missed.
could have missed.
Yeah, I probably would have gone with a shovel too.
I think
rocked on it,
Oh,
but that's not that big.
I was actually
like,
thinking of a shovel bop. I feel like I couldn't miss. Maybe I could.
That's like the whole size of that. It's like the size of an envelope, or like a big like birthday card style envelope, maybe like 8 inches by 5 inches or something. So, that's probably like a little over 2 feet total. So yeah,
I wonder if
fucking
that
snake in my basement.
Does the snake eat recluses? Was he
it
on
probably
Teen
did.
Taylor?
It probably did. It probably ate recluses, and I haven't been noticing as many recluses down there.
You will now.
There's a Daddy Longleg on there, and I felt bad for poor Daddy Longleg. He never did anything to anybody. He was just hanging out.
Hey, they're the most venomous spider, or one of them.
I looked that up. That's not true. I was fooled by Kevin in first grade.
I don't think that daddy long legs are even spiders. Am I crazy about that?
You may be right. They're like some goofy ass bug. That's my scientific guess. A goofy ass bug.
I just Googled Daddy Longneck, and apparently that's he's a musician.
No, that's not what you wanted.
Daddy long legs.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently they're not venomous, nor are they spiders.
They don't do anything, right?
Really?
Yeah.
They're not even fucking spiders?
Yeah, it's weird. They're arachnids, but not spiders.
Pisses me off.
It says a family of araniomorph spiders.
With pill-shaped bodies and 8 long legs that are actually not spiders and fulcids. Huh.
You just know some guy discovered that. He's like, George, get in here. I found something. A brand new type of bug. He's like, Alan, that's a spider. It's got 8 legs. Like, no, it isn't. It's this other thing. You think I'm dumb? It's fuck you.
Arachnids include scorpions, mites, ticks, and apparently daddy long legs. I didn't know.
Ticks are the worst. I got a couple ticks recently mowing my yard because I live near a forest, and so there's a bunch of like ticks and bugs and shit. Oh, I'm always afraid of.
Yeah, wear knee-high boots.
It's too hot.
Don't ask Tucker for footwear advice. He'll make fun of you the whole time.
Yeah,
just throwing that out there.
Boots are boots, man. You know?
Yeah.
Earn your red wings.
So now I got to call an exterminator and have him come in and make sure there's no more. And the thing is like I have no fucking clue how it got in.
Why do you have to call an exterminator? Because there was a snake? You want to make sure there's no more snakes?
Yeah, like I want to make sure, like where there's one snake, there's probably more.
My frugal ass would go with let's see if snakes jump on the next sticky pad
hey,
methodology.
Well,
You
I
should
don't.
have thrown the alive snake back into the garden so he could tell his other snake buddies, "Hey, don't ever get on this fucking thing.
Yeah, he was smacking me with hockey sticks.
It's terrible in there."
Like, I don't want to put sticky pads down for non-bug animals,
But you need
like,
to.
because it seems cruel, you know. But like, I was not expecting to catch anything. I was expecting to catch roaches, and it turns out I don't have a roach problem at all. It's all spiders and one snake.
Do you guys politics? Steve King, are you guys familiar with this dude?
Racist pedophile.
No, that's you're thinking of the other guy. He's you're thinking of Alabama man. This is Iowa man.
Yeah, he was right with the racist. I don't know that he's right about the pedophile.
He's thinking of
Roy
he's
Moore
thinking
is
of
the pedophile.
Roy
Stephen
Moore.
King is definitely the racist.
He's the
I remember
racist.
Stephen King tweeting at Steve King,
Saying,
being like,
this is not
"Fuck
me."
you." Yeah.
You've ruined it.
That's very funny.
So Steve King is pushing forward a pro-life bill right now. And I guess in conversation, he somehow sort of came out in what seemed like he was in favor of rape and incest. So
I mean, is this shocking? And I did read a blurb about this. So let's link me.
considering all the wars and rape and pillage that has taken place, I know I can't certify that I wasn't part of the product of that. I'd like to think that all of our lives are precious, more so than any other life. And he goes on basically to say, like, look, rape and incest have been common enough that a lot of us wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for rape and incest. Therefore,
So he's like making the case, yeah. So
Yeah,
they should.
it
be
ties into
allowed
the
to-
pro-life
that
argument.
Rape should be legal.
You see,
no.
this isn't a very good argument from this guy. What did he think was going to happen? The people will be like, now that you say it, Steve, I'm on board.
He went with the strong Greco-Roman defense. Well, they fucking raped all the boys, so why can't we?
Yeah, it's the Genghis Khan defense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
I
or
fuck
Attila the
everything.
Hun. They just
Yeah.
raped their way across Asia.
I mean, I never thought this guy was the bastion of like human morality, from what I've read. So this is not surprising.
It's
But
kind of. He's
Yeah,
not
it seems
100%
like a dick.
wrong. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna. He's not 100% wrong. Like, who's
All
to
right,
say?
guys, that's my time. My time.
We all know what a family tree looks like, right? That all the little like. He
Like
has
tree.
two people,
Mine
then
goes
they have
like
three
this,
people, then they.
or like this. Whatever.
So you think?
Oh, yours
so
is
it's like-
wide and
Yours-
we're in
yours
America.
goes-
It kind of goes like this.
But who's
It's like
to
a sausage
say
My cousin.
that there isn't one joint up there way at the top that wasn't like, I don't know,
So
a
what,
rape
you're gonna-
or an
you're gonna-
incest?
Here's why I feel like this is just such a disingenuous argument.
Okay.
Because I am the product of it does not mean that I am now like, well, fuck yeah, let's just go full-fledged like everybody below me gets it. Just because I'm the product of it doesn't mean I have to support it, right? Do you think that somebody who is born, this was the first example off my head and it's going to be terrible. But like, do you think somebody who was born with an addiction to drugs like opiates is going to be like, well, my mom did opiates when I was born and here I am today. She got pregnant when she was on heroin. So like, why not just like allow everybody to do that? I just feel like it's such a weird argument to be like, well, I'm here because of that, so we might as well allow it down here.
I hear
not
you.
just not do
But
that?
everyone's sort of reframing it as that. He's really trying to make an argument for children's lives, children, in fetus lives, I guess, would be another way to say it.
So his real
are
argument
they
is
alive or
basically
not?
boiled down to no matter how the baby gets in there, it deserves to live. Is his like what he's saying?
But it was weird that he framed it in this sort of like,
Is it weird or
public
is it him
good
pushing
kind
his
of thing.
agenda?
Well, yeah, they're politicians. They never say anything that's not agendaized, whatever it would be.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's fun
So-
that Steve King is an idiot.
so-
I ended on that note. I love the
That was the
wordplay.
best
Very
shit
nice.
I've ever heard.